Relationship and Truth, an Introduction. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. The Holy Bible was one of the most slandered books in history. In the modern era, little has changed. That is, modern skeptics are still actively trying to sully the reputation of the Bible. For example, Bart Ehrman, a professor from the University of North Carolina, has made a career out of finding reasons to doubt the Bible, including the claim that the originals have supposedly been significantly altered.
There's a bigger problem with respect to Paul writing 2 Corinthians, which is that Paul did not write 2 Corinthians. Paul did not write the letter of 2 Corinthians as it has come to us today. Scholars have long recognized for over a century that 2 Corinthians is made up of at least two different letters that have been spliced together.
Likewise, religions contrary to biblical historical Christianity actively propagate the idea that the Bible has been altered or misunderstood. In particular, Yusuf Ismail, a Muslim who has engaged in many public debates with Christians, has incorrectly contended that John 1:1 does not actually teach that Jesus is Almighty God.
And Daniel Wallace, in referring to John 1:1, says the following. He says, the most likely candidate for theos is qualitative, meaning equality. If I say, this food is divine, does it mean the food is God? If I say, you are godly, does it mean you're Almighty God?
What's more, concerted attacks on the Bible have not been limited to academia nor isolated within interreligion debates. Instead, the popular culture has been actively giving people specific reasons to doubt the Bible. For instance, the History Channel presented a program called Banned from the Bible, which falsely claims that the Bible was greatly influenced by Emperor Constantine and Bishop Eusebius of the 4th century.
6 years after the Council of Nicaea, Emperor Constantine sent a letter to Bishop Eusebius, giving him the job of creating an official Christian Bible.
I have thought it expedient to instruct your prudence to order 50 copies of the sacred scriptures to be written on prepared parchment in a legible manner and in a convenient portable form by professional transcribers thoroughly practiced in their art.
Eusebius simply took the list from the church history he had written, 18 books he believed worthy of inclusion, and assembled these into Constantine's Bible.
Given the bombardment of anti-Bible sentiment in the modern age, some Christian leaders have decided to forego relying on the Bible as a complete source of authority. One such leader is Andy Stanley, pastor of North Point Community Church, who has argued that the foundation of Christianity is not the Bible, but is instead the resurrection, which, ironically, we learn about from the Bible.
But the foundation of our faith isn't the Bible. The foundation of our faith is an event, the resurrection.
This is where I, and people like me, come into the picture. In a world that is so rabidly opposed to the Bible, Christians need to be able to respond to the objections of this age. However, they can't meaningfully respond unless they, 1, know what the issues are, and 2, actively engage with those issues. So, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, there are people out there who are better qualified than me to speak about these issues, men like Dr. James White and Dr. Daniel Wallace, to whom I will be forever grateful, but they can't be expected to complete this task alone. They need help to educate all Christians on these issues. Yeah, I can't do much. I'm not famous, I don't attract large crowds, and I'm not well known. What I can do, though, I strive to do well. I make YouTube videos and books about the Bible, its history, its uses, and also its abuses. Further, I am occasionally given the opportunity to speak to local congregations about these issues, a duty I find both gratifying and humbling. With all of that said, I welcome you to my online resources, which fall under the moniker of Relationship and Truth. Hopefully you and yours will benefit from my efforts and will pass on what you learn so that even more Christians will be able to successfully engage with the modern myth that the Bible is irrelevant or unreliable. Thanks for your patronage.